Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a little short 30-minute of demonstration with Genome America. My name is Céline Ross, and I am an educator for Genome Canada. So, as you can see in the title, today we're going to play with a placemat and turn it into handbag, small handbag, of course. Okay. Well, small handbag just because we take one, but if you go on Pinterest and you look what all the ideas with these placemat, they're with these straw handbag. Well, you'll have a variety of handbag, and sometimes they use two to make one handbag. So I'm saying hello to Linda, Meili. Hello, Celine from nice and cool Washington. Oh, good for you. We had it hot, huh? Oh, hot and humid. Yeah, it was. But it's summer. We can't. When we'll shovel this winter, we'll say, "Oh, that was nice. We need the heat." Okay, so I will turn the camera. And when I turn the camera, I don't see the comment, so I'll answer the comment after. But I see that Mariella just logged in. Marty, it's cool here too. Oh, good for you. Here it's warm, but at least the humidity is not as bad as previous weeks. But we had the end of the Hurricane Debbie. Oh, you should see the flood here in Montreal. Many places, it's big damage, big damage. Okay, so Marilyn, Marie-Isabelle, and French, okay. Hello from Mount Pleasant. So I'm saying hello to everybody, but now I'm turning the camera and I'll answer this. If there's some question after, I'll bring back the camera towards me. Okay, so camera. Okay, so you all know these placemat, this kind of placemat. Okay, and what I did with it, it's a nice handbag. Okay, and it's so easy. But the purpose of this today is to show you that we can embroider on this and we can sew on this. Okay, so first thing is I used to embroider. I used a regular hoop, okay, and I choose my design. This is sewing, this is embroidery. So what I did is I make sure I position good, and I pin all around my fabric, my placemat, to my tearaway stabilizer. Okay, and I did my embroidery. But talking about embroidery, I strongly suggest to use one with a big density. You see, if you look close, I'm losing some of the detail when the design is too light. It goes underneath those rows of that straw thing here. Okay, so I'm not. If I do another one, it won't be light like this. It'll be more dense. The result is so perfect. Look at this. Perfect, huh? And on the wrong side, look how clean it is. Okay, so I do prefer a really dense not fabric, design. So I'm working on CM17, but whatever embroidery machine you have, use it. There's no problem. And this is not heavy, but some parts, where there's a seam over a seam over a seam, these parts are thick. So I end up with a little bit of The first one was a little bit of a problem, and I'll show you how to avoid this. I'm trying to. Okay. So first of all, I'm in English. So I'm in French. I'll put it in English. Okay. Then I'm coming to my embroidery mode. Switch to mode. Yes. Okay. And right at the beginning, I choose my hoop and I ask SQD, a small hoop, because by design, I didn't want, you see, the design is, if you fold this, whoops, hold on. I think it could be bigger. Anyway, I choose this one, but to avoid any searching and searching for design, I choose my hoop right away, and I flip for my design, and I end up with this one. It's coming. Keep hands out of the problem. And I knew that I wanted to make some what's the name of some leaves, or I want to add something with sewing. So I had to flip my design. So you can all do this with every Genome embroidery machine. So I flip over my design. Now, mistake. I didn't think. Too high. I didn't move. You see the difference between the two? The difference between the two? Of course, this is better. Huh? So in the first one, I forgot to move it down. So don't do the same mistake as mine, okay? Okay. And then I said, okay, if I want, I can enlarge it. You know that. I can add a little bit more, but it was okay for this. Also, it was a test also. Huh? And this is important. Okay. So I start sewing on that one. And then I end up with thread nest underneath. Oops. I forgot, but not I forget. I didn't forget. I didn't think of this problem. I didn't think this would happen. Okay. So when you sew something dense on a thick fabric, you have to change the height of the embroidery foot. You see? So normal was, whoops, 1.7. You see, because of the color. Okay. That's normal. That was my problem, a nest of thread. So I lift up my foot 2.2, my embroidery foot, and no problem at all. Okay. Now I'm working on CM17. Maybe you have another machine, another model, Genome model, and you cannot adjust the height of the embroidery foot. Let's say you have 400, 450, 500, 550. You need this optional attachment because this screw here can move the height of the foot, okay? And you need this foot. It's like an oval. I took it, maybe if you have a 400, 450, 550, if you have this at home, maybe you no, you have only the embroidery foot, okay? You probably have another sewing machine, and maybe you have this foot with the machine. This one is for 9mm. You have to be careful what the model of the machine you have. So maybe you have this. So then you can take this one and do embroidery with it. So this way you can raise the foot to avoid the thread nest underneath the embroidery. Okay, so I really, really recommend to use, and the name of the foot is QBS. QBS, and this one is for 9mm, and this is the part number 202 146001. It goes and on the sewing machine, high shine, and on the embroidery machine. Okay? If you have one with just a circle in the center, mistake, okay? You need the one with this, like an oval, okay? So then I raise my foot and look at the back. It's perfect. There's no problem with the threadness, okay? So I did my embroidery. How I did this, hold on, I'm moving the camera. So you see, I recupere my, and I did, I said, okay, I want it here. I use my template to make sure, and I pin with regular pins, okay? They're on my Janome magnet here. And I did pin everything into place all the way around the hoop. Oops, go. See, I pin very well. You know, it's supposed to come up. Huh? So I did this all the way of the all around the hoop, and it stay in place. Okay. First, I should say I use my glue 505. I love that glue, really. A little bit to keep it into place on the wrong side, you know. I put a bit, keep it there, then pin all the way around. Okay. And I did my embroidery. I didn't go that fast. I slowed down my machine because I was a bit afraid. You see, it's thick, it's thin, thick, thin, thick, thin. So I was a bit afraid. But look at the result. The result is perfect. Okay. And then you just pull this. Did I do it here? So you see, this is what I used here. Whoops. That was my design. It was like this. I just insert to show you how I did. I pin it. Okay. And then when my embroidery was done, well, it's time to sew. Okay. So I came back onto my sewing mode. Sewing. Yes. My hoops goes back into place. And where did I take this idea? Well, Pinterest. Huh? Oh, this is an encyclopedia of ideas. Okay. There's so many different purse or handbag or there's a lot. Okay. Then, whoops. Then, see, that you're familiar with. This is what you have to buy. When I buy them, I always buy two, just in case. Just in case I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll use them two. Maybe I'll take one to practice. And maybe, so you see, I'm just going to try some sample. So I don't know if you remember, but I used to take this placemat to try my circular attachment with different attachment. This is what with the fringe foot, fringe nut cut, different stitches, you know, to try to test. Okay. And then I realized, I said, oops, I heard something. I don't know how I did this. I cut a thread, and you see, you have to repair this. And when I saw this, that gives me the idea. I said, oh, then this is just rows on rows on rows. So, you know, on this here, you have a right side and you have a wrong side. Okay. And it's easy to find the wrong side. Let me find the here. So you see, this is the end of it. You cut the thread, and it is like a chain stitch. Okay. So I clip my thread and I pull the thread and I pull everything and I wrap it here. Now, here's a question, because when I realized this, I said, oh, I love this. this is what it is. This is, I cut a bit because I want to show you something else. So I said, oh, then I'm going to measure how much of this to make one panel. So I'll let you think, and you give me your idea. Write to me in the comment the idea, just to see if just to see, it's just for fun, okay? So while I'll undo it, I wrap it at the same time because I didn't want to end up with a bunch and it all make knots, and so I rolled it. But when you undo it, see, it's curly. And if I want to use it straight, I pull, but when I let it go, it's curly. What I want straight. See, this is really, I'll put it on pink, really straight. How do you do this? You go to your ironing board, okay? I'll pretend with this one here, I'll pretend, okay? I cover this with press cloth, put my iron on the press cloth, and slowly I pull with steam. I pull, keep pulling everything. You see what's going on? And everything, it won't be, my hand is not that hot, so it's going to be curly again. But when I'm at the iron, it came flat. So then I use it because it was flat. So I use it to make the stem and the leaves, and so this is embroidery and this is sewing. Okay, embroidery, sewing. You keep thinking, yeah? Somebody watched the French. Somebody watched the French version just before. Okay, so this is what I did. So then I said, okay, I'm going to decorate my flower. So I'm going to do this here because this is a practice panel. So what I did here, this is not that easy to sew. No, I did this first. It was all flat like this. You don't do it when it's fold. So how did I do this to make sure I curve it? It's hard with a regular foot. So I'm turning the camera, okay? So I used, it's a perfect foot, ribbon and sequin foot, ribbon sequin, okay? Why? Well, because this keeps it into place. So you slide this in, okay, and then you sew. So I'm going to attach my foot and thread underneath the foot in the foot holder. And this time I'm going to, I'll do it this way because I did this in French before, so I'll do it that way. Okay, foot down, and where am I? Where is the beginning? Okay, and then this is thick now, okay? Not that thick, but on thick material, I had to lengthen my stitch to the maximum 5. Okay, and then you just go. Oh, a bit too fast for me. Just to show you, you see, it stays into place. You can't make a mistake. It's not possible. Well, a little bit faster though. Yeah. So you see. Oops. And I'll stop here. Okay. Cut the thread. And whoops. Okay. So you see, I sew it. It's sewn into place. I like to do it in 2 steps because I cannot make a nice leaf with just like this. I need to baste it first. Baste it first. Oh, like my tongue doesn't turn the right way in my mouth. And then between those 2 feet, F1, F2, I prefer F2. I'll show you why. Okay, so, okay. And I'm going to change the color of the thread. You know, I use the pink, and it'll show you better what I'm doing. You can use any decorative stitch that you want. Huh? I'll show you the one I choose because, okay. So where's my, okay, utility stitches. I like that one here. It covers, and you see you cover it. You know, I think this stitch suits to this material. Okay. And when you ask the stitch, it's 9 millimeter width by 2.5 the length, but it is too wide for that stitch. I don't want, you see, I want my stitches very close to, I don't want to sew in the dark color. I want to just to cover it. It's already sewn, huh? So I have to play with my stitch width. Okay, I know by heart because I did it a few times. I use 7.5 for this one. Okay, and then I cover it. So this is what I like from that foot. You see very well what you're doing. I'll go a little bit faster. And I didn't sew that part. I just cover it with the stitch. So that is my taste. And I'll tell you why I did this. I'll show you something else. Okay, see how easy it is? So I can sew with that material, and I can embroider on this material. And I can iron it. So it's a good, you know, this is not expensive. Huh? You buy it at the dollar store. It's really not expensive. So at the end, I'm making a lot of stitch. Okay, right on. Cut the thread because I pre-program. So, whoops. Okay. Whoops. And how do you finish this? You just cut it. If you really want a nice finish, you fold it at the end, like they did them here. Where they did it. I can't find it. Oh, you really did a good job. I can't. Right here. You see, it's fold. Whoops, it's fold underneath, and at the beginning also in the center. Okay. So I did this. Okay, I'm coming back on my sample. And then when this, oh yes, this is what I want to show you. So you see, they have different straw, and this one is wider than what I have. So mine, not mine, but this one here is 6 millimeter, when this one is 1.2 millimeter, 1.12 millimeter. Oh, so okay. In English, it's 6 millimeter is a 6 millimeter. It's a quarter of an inch, while this is 5/8. Okay, see the difference? So when you undo it, you have to be careful not to clip the nice decoration that they put on. They have two different straw. So you'll see at the dollar store what they have. And if you want, I went to, I Googled it, huh? And you can buy this already made like that. You can buy that straw by package like this over Amazon. I found it in Amazon, different color. But you have to order a bunch, and it's so easy. to undo. So easy. See, they're finishing here. They just went back in, fold, and that's it. Really easy. And then my circle, let's say my circle, I start to make some leaves and just playing around, okay? And then you have to fold this. So you decide, and you look at over the internet, huh? You decide, you said, I want 2 inches here. I want to fold it like this and then like this, or I do prefer this and this. They have so many ways to close it, but you see, it's staying round. It's hard to work with. So how come this one is nice and flat? Okay, I went to the ironing board and I measure. I want both sides even. I measure, press cloth, iron, and look at this. Press cloth, iron, that's it. So I iron those two only, not the bottom, because the bottom may be here, but I want to insert something. I don't want a flat here. Huh? I wanted this to be round. And then you figure out, you said, oh, too high, too low. Do I like this? Do I prefer this? Do I prefer just this? You decide. Whatever you want, you decide. And when it's finished, let's say I like that one here. Then you go on a sewing machine and you sew. Make sure this is even here. And you sew on the side here. Everything together. There's no need to sew here. Okay? On the other side also. Stitch length maximum, which is 5 stitch length. And then here, what I did for that one, I use, that Babyville snaps, plastic snaps. This is what I used, okay? Here, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I can use magnet. I can do, you know what? There's so many ideas and so many tools on the market that you can use. So my point is, what I want to do now, I want to finish this nicer. I'm not crazy about it, but it is just a straight stitch. So if you're not happy, oh, let me bring this closer to my eyes. Let me just find one stitch. Bah, it's done. See how easy? Straight stitch. You don't like the way it turned out? Straight stitch, remove it, that's it. Be careful. Don't pull. We're tempted to pull. You will break the thread from this here. See how easy it is to remove? Stitch length 5. So you're going to break it like I did here. See? And you see it's just, this is just a chain stitch. So can we repair this? Of course. Find the right thread and just sew over it. Just a back stitch and sew and back stitch. It's finished. It's just one straight stitch. So don't forget, if you go and buy it, there's a right side and the wrong side. See the chain stitch here? This is the wrong side, okay? And you see it very well here, okay? And you look at this, and us, we're so fussy to finish something. Huh? You said, oh, I made a little bobo here. Oh, I made a little something bad here. Oh, it's terrible. Okay, it's so easy. Whatever happens, it's good for them. Of course, it's not expensive, but still. So this is wrong side of the fabric, right side of the fabric. Okay? And then you end up with a nice little summer purse. Should I say a purse? Handbag. Look at this. Cute, huh? Whoops. Cute. Okay? And like I said, over the internet, woof, you have so many ideas. Not internet, I should say, over the, oh, no, I want the camera in front. Okay. So on Pinterest, you find, oh, okay, so I want to look at the comments. It's cool here. Okay, hello, hello. I'm saying hello to everybody. I don't want to name Houston, hot and humid. Oh, I understand what you mean. 100-degree here in Texas. Oh, in the pool. Watching from Florida. Thanks for all the sewing tips. Good, Julie. Late as usual. No problem, Julie. Julie, because it stays. Huh? Janome save all the lives. Okay, okay. Melee. When I do rope ball and embroider on them, I will use the free motion embroidery foot. The free motion embroidery foot. Free motion. Okay. Free motion embroidery foot. Oh, okay. I believe you, but because I read it now, it's convertible free motion pull tilt foot. Maybe this is the same thing you want. You're telling me and my bad English. Huh? Marty, ride on 30 feet. So I suspect you watched the French live just before. Okay, okay. Surely watch the replay, of course. And then Mariella, thank you for showing us to make a cute bag. It's different. It's just cute. Just, to make the handbag is a joke. Huh? This is not. But now you can embroider this. You can sew on it. You can iron it. You can do, you see, my 30 feet are here. You can undo it. You learn something else. Okay? Nope, just a guess, Marty. Well, right on. Huh? You're good. 30 yard or meter. No, it was meter. It was meter. Me, when I measure 30 feet. Oh, no. A meter is, a feet is 12 inches and a meter is 39 inches, 3 inches and something. Oh, well, it's 30 meter. That's okay. That's okay. We're just having fun. Cheryl, I enjoyed this very much. You have such good idea. Huh, I don't have them. Pinterest. Pinterest. Okay. But I use the idea I found over Pinterest to um to, to say what can I use on my machine on this project. And if I just show you how to sew with the foot, this is not like in a project, okay? Even if you get them from Pinterest, okay, at least you make something. I tend to look and not to make. Oh, well, yeah, I know why, Cheryl, because you don't do lives. If you do lives, you have to do it. Okay, almost 40. Oh, I understand everybody. A meter, 3 inches. Okay, okay, I understand. Yeah, we have your meter, feet, and all this, but 30, you had the right number. Okay, so I'm saying goodbye to everybody, and I'll be back this Friday. The Continental Club's CM17. So jump in the pool, everybody. Bye bye. Have a good week.